Oh shit. Here we go again.
Ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
What's up, y'all? Back with another video. Just one of those random videos of mine. Just like had this stuff on my mind. So sometime what I'll do late at night is, if I ain't got nothing to do, I'll just be chilling before I go to bed. I'll be like watching just, videos on YouTube, just random stuff like NBA highlights, whatever I want to watch. And last night I was watching like Ja Morant highlights. And I'm like, man, this dude is explosive. He's great. And he's super fun to watch, man. But then as I was watching the video, I just started looking around my room. And I started seeing, I noticed, Derrick Rose on my wall. So then I started to think like, man, and I was like, I'll put it into a video. What happened to Derrick, after his first 3 years, and I'll say about half his fourth year, it was kind of all downhill from there. He's still a serviceable player in today's league, but he's not what he was supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, because of all the injuries. And going back to, Ja Morant, he hasn't really played a full season yet. And he kind of has that same, and even Derrick has called it, reckless in his youth, as he would, he's even admitted it, he's played reckless. Just relying on athleticism and speed and, that God-given athleticism and speed, but just not really thinking the game through, just going up in traffic. I've never really been a fan of how Derrick lands. He always lands on one foot. I've never been a fan of that. And it's scary to say that Ja Morant kind of has those qualities too. What was we saying about Derrick his first 3 years? Man, this guy's explosive. He could dunk on anybody. He could jump from anywhere. And we're definitely saying that about Ja Morant. But we've also seen Ja Morant stretched out on the floor, holding his knee, limping off the court. Like I said, he hasn't played a full season yet. I think the most he's played was maybe last year, 60-something games. He's now in the Bulls, so I don't keep up with him that much, but I know he's missed some games. He was basically out the rest of the playoffs this season for a knee injury. So, me being a Bulls fan, like, I'm not a Grizzlies fan or nothing like that, but I am a fan of basketball. I'm a fan of watching good basketball. I'm a fan of, the creativity, the high-flying acrobatics of some of these players. And I hate to see a shining star go down. I hate what's happening to Zion right now because I know he'll dominate if he's actually playing. But if he needed this season to sit out, rest up and everything like that, and get his body back in shape, fine, miss this entire season and come back strong next year. It's just fun watching certain players like, the Zions, the Trae Youngs, the Ja Morants, the all these like young guys. I'll tell you who's probably gonna be a problem in the next couple of years. I believe his name is Dante Cunningham. I think that's his name. The point guard for the Pistons. Light-skinned boy. I think he's gonna be a problem in a couple of years. So even though they're not on my Bulls, I still don't want to see nobody go down. I don't want to see nobody get hurt, you know. Um, and John Morant is in that category. Sometimes when I look at John Morant, I kind of look at, or it makes me reminisce on what Derek was, because a lot of people compare John Morant to Russell Westbrook. I don't see it. The more comparison that makes sense is Derrick Rose. I say Russell, back when he was like a high flyer, he relied on power. Derek was more power, don't get me wrong, but more finesse. You'll see Derek do all this in the air, then lay it up, but he could also, that strong tomahawk dunk that us Bulls fans have come to know and love. But Russell, he was just power all the time. I didn't really see him with too much finesse, and that's the same thing with John Morant. Like, man, you've seen ever since he came into the league, the layups he's made in traffic, it's Derrick Rose-esque. And he's what, maybe 170 pounds, maybe 175. At least Derek was like 190, 200. I just don't want to see a bright star go down, and especially somebody who's tearing up the league right now. And what if you could make like somebody's jaw drop, like, man, that was nice. Like, you a hell of a player, and like I don't want to see, like I say, I don't want to see nobody get hurt, even though they're not on my team. I don't want to see nobody get hurt. But I hope and pray for Ja that, because like I say, he's dealing with a knee injury as I'm doing this video. So I hope and pray that, he doesn't follow the same path that Derek did, because it was a point in time in this season where I thought John Morant was going to win MVP this year. I truly did. I'm like, dude, this dude's going to win MVP. But, he didn't play enough games. And I think what kind of really ruined it for him is that the Grizzlies were still winning without him. They were on like a 10-something game win streak, with Ja being out. I'm like, oh, that 2011 Bulls team, you take Derek off that team, I'm going to just be real, maybe a 500 team. I mean, you saw that in that year's conference finals when that Miami Heat team really focused on Derek and kind of took him out of the equation. I'm sorry to say this about my Bulls team, but we didn't stand a chance. I just I hope and pray that he stays healthy. He's already an all-star. He's going to be a multiple-time all-star by the time he's done. And I think he's going to have two to three MVPs. I do. Because if Derek never got hurt, I don't care what nobody say. Derek would have had at least two or three. And if he never got hurt, and I'm talking to you right now, Derek would have about at least two or three MVPs. Was it 2022? Back in 2012, he was a 3-time All-Star. So he would have been over 10-time All-Star. And I think the Bulls would have had a championship. I'm not going to go into, all right, well, what year y'all do you think they would have won? I don't know. But they would have won at least one. From 2012 up to right now, the Bulls would have had at least one championship. So, that's pretty much it. Like I said, I just hope Ja stays healthy, gets stronger, put on a little bit more, I don't want to say weight, because sometimes that might deter him from his high flying capabilities and everything like that. So, Ja, just take care of yourself, man. I don't know. be careful how you land, cause I sometimes see that with Ja too. Like he lands weird. Like, and I can see that from Derek too. He always lands on one foot. So Ja, just take care of yourself, because you're a good talent to watch. But thank you guys for watching. I truly appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video.
I have spoken!
Enough from the clown!
Give me what I want! Give me what I want! You know what I want! You just don't want to give it to me! Give it to me! Give me what I want!
We're gonna give you what you want.
That's not what I want!
The devil is a motherfucking liar. So you know I ain't worried. Biatch.